BLUF Gaming here with a 3 to 6 belt balance splitter for Factorio 0.15x. This is your complete design right here, and if you have different goods on the left and right lanes of the incoming belts, it will maintain that segregation for you in all 6 of the outgoing lanes. Even if you have an uneven amount coming in each different belt, you'll get an even distribution outgoing, which is very useful for loading trains, as you don't want only 3 or 4 of the belts loading the train after the first few seconds. You want all 6 of them working till the very end so that you can have your train out of the way and making room for the next one as soon as possible. If you'd like to see how to build this from the ground up and exactly how and why it works, just watch the rest of this video. Let's go ahead and build this from the ground up so we can see just how it works. We're going to start with our 3 input lanes here, and then we're going to immediately split them into 4. The 2 middle belts we're going to lead into a standard 2 to 4 belt balance splitter. The lane on the left over here, we're going to circle around and use an underground belt to bring it to this splitter, which will feed the final 6. All that we have remaining now is to build this recycling belt that will continue to cycle everything through all 6 of the lanes. So how exactly is this working? We have 2/3 of everything coming into this one splitter. 1/3 going here and the other 1/3 going here. That 1/3 gets completely distributed through these, giving us 1/6 in each splitter and 1/12 in every lane. The other 1/3 comes over to this one, giving us a 1/6 right here and a 1/12 in each lane. So all of that is even. The rest is coming around here and being set into this splitter. Or if we go way back to talking about this original belt, well, it's going over here to this lane. Everything going in these 2 lanes gets distributed evenly. And a portion of it comes back through this, where half goes into here, and half comes back through to this recycling. In the end, we end up with an even distribution to all 6 output lanes. I wanted to show this splitter because 6 inserters is the maximum amount of inserters you can have feeding a train car. So we quite often find ourselves looking for ways to split goods into 6 in a balanced fashion. Let's go ahead and show this under load. That way we can know for certain that it's going to give us an even amount. Because if there's one place that we're known to get backups, is either loading or unloading trains. We want to make sure that's done evenly so that our trains can go through as quickly as possible. Okay, I have a load ready to go, and as you can see, I have requester and provider chests in the left and right lanes of each belt. Because what else would we be loading an entire train full of than requester and provider chests? Let's watch them go through. Just like with all of the balancers we show in this series, anytime you have a segregated left and right lane load, the balancer will maintain that segregation for you in the output. As you can see, all of the outgoing lanes have been balanced perfectly. This is good because if you're using this to unload, perhaps taking 3 and 3 out from a train and then sending it to both sides of a different train, or if we're using it to load and these could be backing up some of our factory elsewhere. We want to make sure that it goes through evenly and that trains are able to take as much as quickly as possible. We don't want just 3 or 4 lanes feeding the train after the first few seconds. If you have any special requests for belt balancers that you'd like for me to see to cover, please let me know. I'll be moving on to more useful ones after here. Not to say this one is not useful, but from this point on, when I go to the 4 and 5 and 6 belt balancers, a lot of them aren't terribly useful, so I'll just be choosing the ones that I think are going to be commonly useful. However, that doesn't mean you wouldn't have any other special cases in your factory, and I'd be happy to cover those for you as well. Well, that's your bottom line up front. I hope you come back to watch more videos, and like I said, please leave a comment if you have any special requests. See you next time, engineers.